Sums of equations with several variables. Somebody help me. What are the two types of methods we can use?
Elimination and substitution.
Elimination and substitution. Substitution will kind of jump off the page at you. X minus 2y plus 3z equals 10. 2y minus c equals 2. And 3z equals 12. Somebody walk me through this one. Why, first of all, why does it make sense for substitution to work? The z is by itself. We simply divide both sides by, and we have z already. What is it?
4.
So then work up, substitute the 4 for this c, and what are you going to get? Add your 4. What do we get? Divide by 2. We now have what our y is. Everybody with me? Now, to get the x, go back. Substitute the y we just found. What's negative 2 times 3? What is 3 times 4? Negative 6 plus 12 is, subtract the 6, we get x equal to
4.
So, order triple would be 4, 3, 4. Or, guys, if I'm fine if you just list x equals 4, y equals 3, z equals 4, but I'd rather you do it like in order so that it will be easier to check. Now, sometimes elimination does not work. Sometimes we need a substitute. Sometimes substitution does not work. Sometimes, not elimination. Elimination is going to be the best way. So, example. X minus y plus 2z equals 2. 3x plus y plus 5z equals 8. And 2x minus y minus 2z equals negative 7. Now this one, even though I had the preview where we were missing one of the x's, we're not missing any of them here. So, any thoughts on eliminating something?
The x's are the x's. I'm 6. Y.
If you glance over it, yeah, x's look a little bit weird, although we could multiply this by a 3 and cancel them with, or negative 3, and even a negative 2 and cancel with that. But if we glance here, and we simply add equation 1 with equation 2, what's happening to the y's? They're canceling. So add those up, and what do you get? Yes. At 1x plus 3x is 4x plus 7z equals 10. Everybody see that? So what equations have we used? We've used equations 1 and 2. What's the only one we haven't used yet? The bottom one. And guys, if the plus had been up here, I could have just said add equation 1 with equation 3. But this one is the one that's already positive, so I'm going to say, so here, right, this is my note. I put equation 1 plus equation 2. Here, I'm putting equation 2 plus equation 3, right? And what do I get? 3x plus 2 more x is 5x. Positive y, negative y goes away. 5z minus 2z is 3z. 8 minus 7 is 1. And so now, also unlike the easy one I just did, what are we going to do for this one? Multiply the top by 5, the bottom by what? How about negative 4? So we can eliminate the x's. I'm seeing, we're saying 5 times equation 1, right? Is 20x plus, is that 35z equals 50? Everybody with me? Equation, the new equation 2 times negative 4 would be negative 20x minus 12z, is that right? And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Now we're ready to just add them and eliminate the x's. Is that 23z equals 46? Ah, miraculously. Divide 46 by 23 and what do we get, Zach? Os. So just like we did with the substitution, we now start working back. I'm going to go to one of these two original ones that, weren't so big. Does that make sense? Replace the z with a 2. I'm seeing 5x plus 6 equals 1. Is that what you're seeing? Subtract the 6. 5x equals what? So x equals negative 1. Now go back up to one of the originals, right? Plug the x in as negative 1, the z in as 2. Is everybody following this?
Yeah.
Negative 1. Y, we don't know. 2 times 2 is 4. What is negative 1 plus 4?
3.
Subtract your 3. Negative y equals negative 1, so what does y equal?
1.
So x equals negative 1, y equals 1, z equals 2, or the ordered triple, negative 1, 1, 2. Can we do a 4x4?
Is there gonna be a 4x4 in the
I'm giving you one 4x4 for homework. I will do a much harder 4x4 as the example. The other one is missing a bunch of the variables, so there's a bunch of zeros. X plus y plus 2z plus 2w equals 0. Plus 4w equals 1. Guys, systems, as you saw in the but these actually have like the most real life applications, because with matrices too, because like in a business can find like the optimum amount, over a time period. Like if you have a food truck and sell 6 items, you can like determine how much you need to buy for upcoming weeks if you analyze what's happened in the past. Yeah.
I think I know how to start this one off.
All right, what do you think?
So equation 1 and equation 2, you can cancel x or y if you multiply equation 1
Or
equation 2 by
actually x and y. So that's a good place to start. Let's eliminate x and y from these two. Multiply the top by negative 1. And so we'll get negative x minus y minus z minus w still equal to 0, right? Add those up, and what do we get? 0, 0, plus w.
I mean,
Equals
whatever they
0.
are, they're opposites.
Whatever they are, they're opposites. I like it.
No,
How about, we've used equations 1 and 2, right? We haven't used equations 3 and 4. How about if we multiply one of those by negative 1? And we can get rid of the x's at least. So negative 2x minus 4y minus 3z minus 4w equals negative 1. So what am I seeing here? Negative y. 3y minus 4y is negative 1y. Plus z.
How would you get minus 4y times negative 1?
This is equation 3 times negative 1. There we go. So this should be positive y plus z plus w equals what? 1. All right.
and then you do again.
We can multiply this by negative 1 and eliminate the z's and the w's, and what are we going to have? We're going to have what y equals at least. What does y equal? Shoo! We got to start. You know, replace each of the y's with the 1, and what are we going to have? X plus 1 plus z plus w equals 0, which would make x plus z plus w equal to what? Negative 1. Everybody agree with that? Equation 2, x plus 1 plus 2z plus 2w equals 0, making x plus 2z plus 2w equal to what?
Couldn't you just use z plus w equals 0 again? Or you can only use 1?
Oh, look at there. I found a z plus w. That equals 0.
Yeah.
What do we know about our x?
It equals negative 1.
Looky there. Good call. So using equation 1 or equation 2, if we replace this z plus w that we knew equaled 0, right? If we replace that with the 0, x has got to equal negative 1. I like it. So now, we kind of looked at equations 1 and 2. We might pull 2 out again, but let's use equations 3 and 4 and replace our x's and the y's. X is negative 1. In equation 3, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 3z plus 4w equals 1. Lots of places for silly copying mistakes here, clearly. And I've already shown you one. 2 times negative 1 is still negative 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 4z plus 5w equals 2. This just goes away, doesn't it? So we get 3z plus 4. And this one goes to 1. Subtract the 1. 2z plus 4w equals 1, 4z plus 5w equals 1. But now I'm switching thoughts again. I could do an elimination thing, right? But guys, we already knew that z plus w equals 0, correct?
Yeah.
Can we set z equal to negative w and do a substitution?
Yeah, you can. I try.
So 3z, 3 times negative w would be negative 3w plus 4w equals 1. What does that give me for w? What does that give us for z? The opposite of it? Let's test it. If z is negative 1, negative 1 times 4 is negative 4, plus 5 does equal. Guys, we found them all. This, I'm telling you, this one was the worst. And there, we have so many easier ways. Negative 1,
We
1,
just like did.
negative
math
1.
and used common sense. Like you wouldn't show any work, but like.
Should I put the w before the x? I think I should have.
Yeah, W, X.
Let's
but
make it w, x, y, z.
You already knew that x equals negative 1 and g and y equals.
I know. I usually think of w at the end, by the way, too. What was your question?
Can't you just use common sense because for this one, because it was x plus y plus z plus w, you knew z plus w were opposites, and you knew x and y were the opposites.
You can absolutely use common sense.
Okay.
But we are going to have much easier methods to solve the 4x4s. If one is on this assignment, then it will, a 4x4, it will only be, it will not be a calculator.
Will this homework be due next class since we're learning it or?
This homework will be due next class.
How will you